And welcome to this week's Give It a Go, and today we're playing Dyson Sphere Program. So what's the game about? Well, I'm going to shock you here. You crash land on an alien planet. No, I'm not joking, you do. Well, this guy just actually lands. He's quite clever. So let's play the tutorial and then we'll figure out where we're going to go from there.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Oh, I create miracles. I wonder what miracles they could be.
Now try to recycle the space capsule. Right-click on it to recycle.
Never mind recycling, it feels more like I'm welding something with that noise.
You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands. You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Alright, let's have a look. I'll get there eventually. Inventory, that's the one. A lot of these games that aren't very environmentally friendly, are they? Pull down all the trees. Use coal. Ooh, Greta will be crying.
You can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Yeah, I've got the hang of that.
Yet you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
And we're a bit limited. We can only pick one at the moment. So I'm guessing we've got to make them ring things, copper rings, whatever they are, and then we'll unlock the research. Right, took a bit of finding. Finally got the building menu, so we just build these, I guess. We should have enough parts. We need rings and copper. Yeah, the research is chugging away now. It's come down 5, 4. Yeah, that's enough counting. Boom, we've unlocked electromagnetism. I guess that's what's up. Power and mines. Just what you need to kill a planet.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it. You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the Shift key.
If you played factory games before, it's a very similar type thing. At the start of the game, everything's done by hand, and eventually more automation comes.
Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla Tower to extend the area of the power grid.
So the power poles themselves, kind of like a Wi-Fi feature. Anything in the radius of the circle, that'll be drawn power. It's clever.
You have done building the first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
So we're making 300 kilowatts of power, and we're only using 24. That's alright. Do you think the wind is permanent? It's a permanent windy planet. I suppose we should stick another miner down. We've got enough power. We'll start getting the copper, I guess. I'm trying to see how many nodes we can actually cover with the one miner. 4. Oh, we got 5 there. I don't think we can get them all. I think 5 is going to be the max.
One of your production facilities is not powered. You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
This guy likes stating the obvious, doesn't he? I haven't put the power pole let down, dude. Give us a break. Yeah, let's build some more wind turbines. I'm guessing we're going to run through a lot of power. We'd normally do in other games. So let's pick some more research. Basic assembling. That would be a good one, making less things by hand then. So I think we should unlock basic logistics, then basic assembling, because then we can get things from the miner along the belts and then made into something. That'll cut out me, so I've got to make less. Yeah, the fun thing about this game is it doesn't all take place on one planet. Eventually you actually set up space stations and space hubs, I guess, so you can transport items from one planet to another. Oh, the factory goes all over the universe. So I'll quickly make all these items by hand and then we'll unlock basic logistics.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Yeah, the power on the robot's starting to go down a bit. We'll eat a few trees and hopefully that'll get us back up again. At least we can start a bit automation now. We could do with a coal mine at some point. That'll be a lot more fuel efficient than the trees. Right, I'll quickly make all these parts again. Oh, the research, it drags on until it gets automated. Right, with the smelter unlocked, hopefully we can get a little bit more automation going now. So we should be able to mine, smelt it into the ingots, and then what do we need next? Some sort of constructor, I guess. Then we'll get a full production going. Oh, the power in this robot, it just keeps dying. I can't seem to hit enough trees. Hopefully when the automation kicks in, we start making things by the machines. I'll use a lot less power anyway.
You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically. While you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously, you need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Right, let's get a conveyor belt from the iron mine to the smelter, then we'll start making iron ingots.
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key. The sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Did you follow all that, guys? He's a helpful little chap. Anyway, I've put the belt to the first smelter, but unfortunately we've got no power, so quickly let's make a couple of wind turbines, get the Tesla tower there, and let's start making some iron ingots. The way they do the belts in this game, it's slightly different. I know some do it this way. Essentially, the conveyor belt's going past the factory, and then it grabs it off the belt and puts it in. I think some of them you can directly feed into the machines, but generally you have to grab it off the belts. So finally we're making iron ingots, one less thing to make by hand, and hopefully how much we power like, it's going up again now, we should be full power on the robot soon. Later on in the game there is some research so you can build a little tower so the robot can be charged wirelessly from the electric grid, but right now we're just slumming it, numbing trees, and hopefully, I think about, is that a coal thing there? Yeah, it's a coal node. I think I might get that. It's a lot more fuel efficient than trees. Plus, it'll not run out. Well, not for a long time anyway. In the settings for the game, you can have it set to infinite resources or finite, where eventually they will run out. It's up to you how you want to play the game. Me, I like it to run out. Makes it a bit harder. Fantastic, now that the copper ingots made, we're going to put down a few more windmills, wind power, whatever, turbines, whatever you want to call them. We are scrimping on the old electricity. Later on in the game, you can get coal power stations, solar. I can't remember if they put nuclear in the game yet. It is quite a few months since I played this. After we get this old wind power down, I think we should do the coal mine next. At least then I can refuel the bot whenever I need, and I haven't got to worry about like chopping trees down. Right, let's have a look at the research. Yeah, I think the manufacturer, we should pick that next. Then we could automate it even further, can't we? Eventually the research goes into crystals, so then you have to kind of make the crystal machine. And then there's 4 or 5 different coloured crystals, each one more complicated recipes. You won't be able to make everything on one planet because not everything has the items you need, like maybe titanium, silica. It varies. Each planet has different things what you need. So eventually you will be taking stuff from one planet, maybe getting delivered to another. You can have one planet, all it does is manufacture things, then sends that to another planet. It's entirely up to you how you design your factories on each planet. The basic assembler should be nearly done, and there it is, boom. I'm a bit weird, I like everything tidy, so I'll take all the rocks. It's pointless, I know it's pointless. What is wrong with me? Am I a tidy freak? Right, let's have a look at some more research, see what we can unlock next. Steel, yeah, that needs crystals. That needs blue crystals. Oh, we're getting into the blue crystal stage. So does that. So does that. So does, wow, 9,000, wow. 50. So, we're at the last stage now. This is the last one we can make by hand, really. I suppose, can you make crystals by hand? I don't think you can. Let's make these few parts and we'll unlock the blue crystal machine. So once this is unlocked, we'll actually try and automate the blue crystal machine. So it's just making crystals by itself, then we just pick the research we want. Eventually we'll run out of blue research, then was it red, yellow, green, I can't remember after that. Purple maybe? I'm pretty sure there's 5 levels, or there could be 4. Don't hold me to that. So we've unlocked the electromagnetic matrix. Christ, don't say that when you're drunk. So this factory machine, whatever you want to call it, has 2 uses. One of it actually makes the blue crystals, and the other use is it kind of uses the blue crystals for the research. Right, I'm sick of messing about with power with this robot, chopping down trees, getting grass. Let's get ourselves a coal mine, we'll send that to some storage, then we can just dip into the coal whenever we need it. There we go, coal mine's now running. I can just dip into that whenever we need. Pretty soon that thing will be full and we should run out of power now for the robot. Righty ho, let's build the matrix lab next. We'll construct the blue crystals, then we'll have to make another one to actually use the blue crystals to do the research. Yeah, we'll build it a little bit further away from the nodes because we've got to figure out what this thing actually needs.
Matrix Lab. You can use it to make super matrices or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the homeworld. You can upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the homeworld simultaneously.
There you go, we're being good little robots and we're helping the homeworld. Kinda. So to make the blue crystals we need a magnetic coil production line and a circuit board production line. Circuit boards are pretty easy to do, we just need iron ingots and copper ingots. Feed them both in and boom, out the other side comes circuit boards. So let's tap into the copper smelter first since that's the nearest. This is where you've got to be clever and start routing belts. You can go above belts, kind of like build a little bridge over the top if you want, but eventually you've got to come down again. Now that belt's in, we need a little bit of power for the manufacturer. Oh, we also need a little grabber from the copper ingots onto the belt itself. Copper ingots away! Let's put the power in and start feeding it the machine. So next job, we've got to route the iron ingots. We'll just go around the back, I think. Will that be the easiest way? Yeah, we'll go around the back of the copper mine. That looks a pretty easy route. So hopefully we're going to have enough conveyor belts for this. That's not going to miss it. Yeah, let's put it in a straight line there. How many more across? One maybe? Is that far enough? I've got to go further. Yeah, we need to come across, what, another couple of squares? Another one square, I think. Yeah, I thought we wouldn't have enough conveyor belts. Let's make another 30, then that should be enough. Right, that should be enough. Oh, actually we're going to need a couple of grabbers as well, aren't we? Right, put the belt to the circuit machine, then we'll stick a grabber on. I think I can get it from that angle. If not, I'll have to come one square further over, then that'll definitely be in line with the machine. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Will it work? Will we start making circuit boards? Well, the machine is chugging away, so next up we've got to send these circuit boards to the matrix lab. And that's 50% of it done. Right, is that level? Yeah, that's level. We'll also need a grabber at each end. Currently the factories are all flat, but later on in the game you can actually start stacking the factories, stacking the belts. You can just go up into the sky basically.
You can now click the planet thumbnail button in the lower left corner of the screen, or press the M key to try the planet view mode. In the planet view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button, drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole.
Thank you, sir. That's jolly interesting stuff. So next job to do, we need the production going for the magnetic coils. Right, I think we need, is it copper ingots? And I think it's the metal rings, from memory anyway. So I'll do a little clearing here. We'll run the belts to this area sort of here. We'll have the other factory here as well. So let's make it all tidy, neat and tidy. Since we've got the power here, we'll just stick it next to the circuit board factory, and this will be, which one will it be? Magnetic coils, isn't it? Yeah, so we do need rings and copper ingots, I was right. Right, since the mine's going so well, we'll put the... Which one is it? The iron rings? We'll put that right next to the ingot machine. The tricky part's going to be feeding from the copper side. So I did delete the factory because I'm unsure whether to put the factory to the left of the circuit board factory or the right. I'm totally undecided here. Yeah, whichever way I do it, I'm going to have to sort of raise the belts up and come across one set of belts. Or I could just run a set of grabbers over it. That could work as well. Yeah, sometimes these little drone building machines, they're quite slow. Later on in the game, they do speed up. I think you get more of them as well. Ooh, power. Yeah, that's a bit critical. Let's have a little jaunt over to the coal mine. We'll pick some coal up. So just grab the coal from the storage, and then all I've got to do, just put the coal into the robot itself, and that'll fuel up again. Yeah, we were totally out of power there, weren't we? We've still got to finish this belt, so... Oh, we need more power. Right, I'm putting the machine here this time, and it's staying here. I'm not going to change my mind, I do promise this time. So now my mind is set in stone. Let's get the metal rings to the magnetic... Which one is it? Magnetic coil. Oh my god, I can barely say that. Right, finally that's the last of the belts done, so now the metal rings are now going to the magnetic coil factory. I got it right that time. So next up we need to get the copper ingots to the magnetic coil factory. I'm getting it right every time now, aren't I? Woo-hoo. Yeah, there's not an awful lot of distance. I don't know if I can get the height then come back down again for the machine. So what I'll do, I'll just run a grabber in between the belts. Will I have to reposition the belt for the other ingots, do you think? I'm not sure. The grabber may go out at a like sort of 45-degree angle. Yeah, I'm just overthinking it. What I'll do, I'll just tap into this belt for now. I think it's making enough to support 2 factories. Oh, forgot to put the last of the belts in and the grabber. Get that done. Right, are we making now magnetic coils? Yes, my favourite word now, magnetic coils. Oh, total mind blank. I haven't put the belts from, what is it? The magnetic coil factory to the crystal matrix factory. I don't know, every time I keep saying crystal matrix, I keep thinking of crystal maze. I don't know why. So that's the last of the belts done, grabbers on, and there we go. Ooh, we're making blue crystals. Nice. But that's not the end of the story. Now we need to send the blue crystals to another matrix lab to actually use it for research. I know it's very long-winded. I don't know why they've done it like this. Need to build a matrix lab first, you fool. I think before I fire up the matrix lab, I better put some more windmills down. Otherwise, we'll just run out of juice, I think. Right, power should be okay now. We'll just stick the matrix lab pretty close to the blue one. For now, anyway. So put the belts down, put the grabbers down. We need to power this bad boy up. And then hopefully all our research will be automated. Well, for the blue crystals it'll be automated anyway. Ah, I need a Tesla tower. We're just out of range of the other one. Right now all we have to do is just select research. Yeah, that's the right one, you fool. No mate. Why is it not researching anything? Matrix cubes are going in. Why is this not working for? What have I not done? Somebody tell me. Oh, I'm an idiot. No matrix research activated. I've got to pick some research to do. Oh, God. So which one we're going to pick next, since we're making all this lovely blue crystals? Smelting, electromagnet, that's 9,000. We'll just do that for now. 49 crystals it needs. That shouldn't take too long, actually. There we go, done. Let's see which one we can do next. Yeah, let's do the fluids one. So I've had an idea. Let's start the little bit of automation in all of our universe. We'll start making mining factories, I think. I mean, every planet you're going to go on to, you're going to want to mine resources. Unless you're using oil wells, obviously. But generally, mines, definitely going to need them. And voila! We're now making mines. Yes! No making them by hand. So you could also do like, well, you could make factories for anything you want. Making factories that make factories that make storage, factories that make what, windmills, whatever you can think of. Whatever you're going to use the most of, make a factory, stick it in storage, then just go and grab it and you can build dead quick. Maybe I should have done a belt factory, the electric pylons, even the windmills maybe, but I just decided to go mines. I've really enjoyed playing Dyson. I've played it before and it's just my type of game. Crash land on a planet, get loads of resources and build amazing factories. So guys, I'm giving this a definite thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time for some more unusual games. Bye for now.